Hi Gemini, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. So this month we have a lot going on. We have two eclipses. We start the month on the heels of the April 30th new moon eclipse in Taurus. And then Mercury goes retrograde. Then we have a full moon eclipse in Scorpio. And that's on May 16th. Then we have Mars, Venus, and Jupiter moving into Aries from Pisces. And when we end the month with a new moon in Gemini. I'll get to that later, but let's see what the cards say for Gemini for love and relationships for May. What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for the month of May? What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for the month of May? May 2022. What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for May 2022? Okay, let's see what we have. Seven of Cups. The King of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. The Three of Swords. The Five of Wands. The Strength card. The Empress. The Two of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. This is a great month for you. I'm seeing even career success. Well, you start the month off with the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups means you have more than one option. You're kind of trying to make a choice. So you might be trying to choose. Maybe you're dating different people. For those of you who are not in a committed relationship, you might be dating and trying to figure out which one is right for you, or you might just be exploring your options. You have this King of Pentacles, though, crossing the reading. I feel like this person can be good for you. This could be an earth sign. In any case, even if it's not an earth sign, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this person is very successful. He or she could be a successful business person, entrepreneur, someone who deals with land or money. He works hard for his money. He cares about supporting his family. So you could be dealing with someone like that in May. Maybe you're wondering, now you have the Three of Wands here. I'm really feeling strongly you're coming into a successful career period, even though this is a love reading. Sometimes tarot just tells you what you need to hear. So the Three of Wands is showing that whatever effort you've put into something, you're starting to see results. So that could be a relationship where you're working on the relationship, and you have the Three of Swords here. So any kind of heartache or sorrow, that energy is passing. So if you've broken a relationship, or you're recovering from a relationship, a separation, or arguments or heartache, that energy is fading. And I feel like you're coming into a more successful time. Not that all the hurdles have been achieved. I mean, you haven't overcome everything yet, but you're working toward greater harmony. The threes also represent, the Three of Wands represents working together as part of a team. So in a career situation, you might be joining, you might be working together with someone else and you're starting to see results. So even if you've been working on a relationship, whatever you've been focusing your energy on, whether it's a relationship or even a career situation, I feel like you're starting to see results. And it's going to lead to success. So whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever goals you're trying to achieve in both career and relationship, I can't mention one without the other, because I feel like the energies are tied together somehow. The Five of Wands is coming up in the future. That's a card of, it could be a card of petty conflict. So maybe if you've been fighting with a partner, you're not really dealing with the real issues. You might be finding it hard to get on the same page. Like you want to do one thing, they want to do something else, and you're kind of struggling to find that compromise. You have the Strength card here, so you could be dealing with someone, and this could be either you or the other person, who has issues around anger. Anger issues, like not knowing how to release their anger in a healthy way, not knowing how to get their needs met without having a major come apart. So it could be your partner, or it could be you that has to learn how to control your emotions. Learn how to not go to extremes of either, mood swings. That's kind of the Strength card. It's like the Strength card is about taming the beast within, taming your dark side, not overreacting to things, learning how to be calmer, learning how to communicate what your needs are, so that you can get your needs met, but not through, like some people with this Strength card, they feel like they have to make a big angry demonstration to get their needs met. They won't be heard otherwise. But you're learning, either you or your partner is learning how to tame that down and be softer, be calmer. Like, hey, I need this, and this is what I want, and this is what I want, and learning how to talk things out without having a big blowout. So sometimes the Strength card could also mean going through counseling. So if you've been having a situation where you're struggling with a relationship and you've decided to seek counseling, this is for people who are in a committed partnership. I think that you're going to start to see results, positive results. You're learning how to deal with each other. You're learning how to compromise. You're learning how to get your needs met. And you're also going to be figuring out what you want this month, because the Seven of Cups is kind of confusion. It's like, I don't know, do I want this relationship? Do I want something else? Do I want this career? You've got a lot of things up in the air with the Seven of Cups. Because you have a lot of talents, and Geminis are very versatile. You can do, you're not happy unless you're juggling several things at once. You get bored very easily. So, but at some point you have to make a decision. So you've been kind of like in your head, thinking about what you might like, especially for those who haven't or are not in a relationship. You might be dreaming about, the right partner. Like, who do I want? I know what I've been through. Maybe if you've ended a relationship. But I don't, I have to figure out what I really want in the future. If I want to reconnect, if I connect with someone in the future, what do I really want in that person? The Empress is here. So this is a card about home and family. So if you're in a committed partnership, I feel like things are you're going to feel more, you might think about having children. Or you might be focused more on family, either healing the family, creating more of a family environment, maybe even trying for a child if that's what you're interested in. But it's also could relate to a creative project. So for those of you who don't have children, the Empress can represent creativity. It could also represent something at the beginning stages that you need to nurture. So it could be a relationship that is in the beginning stages, and you have to kind of treat it with tenderness and care and watch it grow. It's going to grow. But it's in your negative thinking sector, so you may be doubting the future of this relationship. So give it time. The Two of Pentacles in your environment is about juggling. You have a lot of projects going on. So maybe you have to learn, work-life balance. Like I have to make time for my family, make time for my partner, make time for doing something fun. It can't be all work and no play, because I feel like you've come through, with this Five of Wands also, a lot of wands in this reading. You're also dealing with work issues and maybe competition on the job. I feel like you're coming into a successful period with work and also in finance. And there might be some people around you that are jealous, or you might be competing with other people. But you are the favored, you're destined for success either way. With the Two of Pentacles, sometimes it could mean that you're laughing on the outside, crying on the inside, like you're keeping things together, but you're not sure if that's where you want to be. So you might have some decisions to make about either staying in your current situation or moving on to something new. You have this Knight of Wands card here in your wish fulfillment sector. That could be, sometimes that comes up when we change jobs or change where we live, change residence. But if it represents a person, so some of you might be thinking about moving or changing jobs. especially with the Three of Pentacles at the end of the reading. That's a card of career success and recognition. Plus you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is the wealth card. So for some of you, it might be moving into a new position that's going to bring you more abundance, either a raise or a promotion. And that could be coming in a couple of months. If the Knight of Wands represents a person, it could represent someone like you're ready for an adventure. So if you've broken up with someone, you're ready for a new adventure. The Knight of Wands can sometimes mean someone who's a lot of fun, but not very reliable. They don't always keep their promises. So you could have broken your with someone like that, and now you have this King of Pentacles coming in. That's going to represent more security, someone who's more stable. Maybe you're tired of this energy, this Knight of Wands energy. You don't want someone that's not going to be there for you. You want someone that you could build a life with, build a home with. And you have this Ten of Pentacles. This is someone who's wanting to take care of you, who's wanting to be there for you, who's wanting to provide security, both financial and emotional security. So I feel like you're coming into a successful period where you're going to feel more financially secure, but you're also attracting a partner where there's more stability. You're tired of these fly-by-night types, or these like promise them everything, deliver nothing kind of. You might have been dealing with people that were a lot of fun when they were around, but they weren't always around, or they didn't always keep their promises. So this could be you or the other person. But I feel like this time around, you're working on yourself, and you're working on how you approach partners, how you get your needs met, and you're going to start attracting something that's going to lead to stability, both financial, like someone who's really there for you. So if you haven't had that in the past, there's a strong potential that you could have that now. That this is coming in. This is energy that's coming in that could manifest over the summer. I'm seeing that as a time card. So let's see before I go to the astrology, let's see what the fairies, this is the Fairy Oracle deck. Let's see what the fairies have to say about your love life. What do you need to know? What does Gemini need to know from the fairies? Let's pick a card. Kindness. Okay. Let's see what message is here for you. Practice kindness in all your thoughts and deeds today, toward yourself, other people, animals, and the environment, and watch the rewards that come your way. We often refer to kindness as thoughtfulness, yet kindness is more correctly described as lovefulness. By drawing this card, the fairies hand you the wonderful assignment of looking for opportunities to be kind. This may mean undercover kindness, in which you do anonymous good deeds, or it could mean being extra alert for strangers who could use a helpful hand or a thoughtful word. Kindness can also entail letting someone else win the argument or volunteering for a cause you truly believe in. By paying attention to the implications of every thought and action, you begin to develop a kindness habit. Your new energy of kindness attracts new loving friends into your sphere. As you practice kindness toward animals, plants, and the environment, you develop a closer relationship with nature. Most important, when you are particularly kind toward yourself, by thinking about yourself compassionately, by taking time out for yourself, you are rewarded with a deep sense of inner satisfaction and peace. And so your mantra or your positive affirmation for this month is, I am kind, thoughtful, and loving to myself and others. So that exactly relates to this Strength card. That's exactly the message of the Strength card too, is learning how to get your needs met through kindness and gentleness, and not being like angry or aggressive. So that's the lesson, that's the message for this month. Practice loving kindness toward yourself and others. So let's look at the astrology. So Gemini, you have a new moon eclipse. We just had a new moon eclipse on April 30th, but it's going to be carried out not only through May, but also for the next 6 months until the next new moon eclipse in the fall. And this is happening in your 12th house, and it's conjunct Uranus, and it's sextile to Mars in your 10th house. So with Uranus there, some surprising developments are going to happen. Something that was happening behind the scenes is going to be revealed suddenly. might have been revealed suddenly around this full moon, this new moon, offering you a new beginning in your career or your life path. Because Mars in Pisces in your 10th house is career, your life path, your reputation in the world. So you're going to be very active. That's why, it's interesting how the astrology and the tarot kind of companion each other. Because this month I feel is going to be less about love and more about career and where am I going in life? What are my goals? How can I achieve them? The 12th house is also the house of, it's a psychological house. It's about doing some soul searching and finding answers and uncovering, where we need to work on our, whatever's our psychological blocks, whatever's been blocking us from success. You're going to be dealing with that this month, and it's going to pay off. And you're going to see success come to you, especially with Mars giving you that energy. At the same time, we've got Mercury moving into your sign of Gemini at the 0 degrees. It's very powerful. Mercury is the planet of communication. It's moving into your first house. So you're going to be speaking up. You're learning how to communicate and speak up about what you need. And it's trining Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn is in your 8th house, which has to do with, it has a lot to do with financial resources that you get from others. Like it can be an inheritance, it could be taxes, it could be, debts that you want to pay off, but it could also be facing your shadow, facing the darkness within, and learning how to confront that shadow, not being afraid to face that shadow, speak up about it, confront people in power. You might be dealing with powerful people that have money and that are, you might, be negotiating a contract with a powerful organization or dealing with government. Pluto sometimes represents government, especially in Capricorn. Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune are all sextile Pluto and the North Node in Taurus. So I feel like money is coming your way. Whatever you're working on, especially if you're dealing with government or you're dealing with financial institutions, you're going to be attracting big money. You're going to be dealing with people in power. So you need to communicate. Speak up about what you need. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. And, you have Jupiter in your 12th house. This month it's going to move into Aries. No, it's not in your 12th house. What am I saying? It's in your 10th house. I'm sorry. So you have all these planets, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, in your 10th house, in Pisces. This is significant because when Jupiter and Neptune came together last month, it's like a sudden miracle. Something happens and all of a sudden you get you bolt to the top. You get shot. It's an unexpected, favorable opportunity. Jupiter and Venus bring not only opportunity, but also money. So you're going to love what you're doing. You've got Neptune there. It's like a dream come true. So you're finding your dream job and it's only going to get better this month because I feel like it's going to be a major transformation in your money sector, in your career sector, and in yourself, how you show up in the world. You're going to be doing a lot more communicating. Then we have the full moon, and it's also an eclipse. A new moon eclipse, things happen suddenly. It's like all of a sudden, like something happens, especially with Uranus. It frees you from one thing and it puts you in a new environment. Things are happening suddenly. It's like it can also be shocking or unexpected developments. But I think for you, it's going to be positive. You're having positive changes in your career. Then we have this total lunar eclipse. It's a full moon in Scorpio on the 15th of May. And this is happening in your 6th house. That's another work house. So you have the moon in the 6th, the sun in the 12th. It's trining Pluto in the 8th again. The only glitch is the square to Saturn. And that's in your 9th house. So you may have to pick up some new skills in your new role. You might be dealing with people from higher education. You might have to travel to learn some new things. You might be teaching. For some of you, you could be teaching. It's because the 9th house is either teaching, learning, going back to school, connecting with different people from different cultures, because the 9th house is long distance travel, foreign cultures. But it's also the house of spirituality, religion, philosophy. So you might be changing you might, with Saturn there, you might be up against a rigid system that you have to, that might feel a little bit oppressive. So you have to work with a system that's been in place for a long time. Saturn, it could be government, it could be rules and regulations that are difficult, you find them challenging, but you can overcome them. But things are going to come to a head at this full moon. You're going to see things that were hidden are going to be revealed. But I think for you, it's going to mean change in your career. And also you're going to learn things about yourself. So if anything was hidden from you, because the 12th house is involved, those things are going to come to the surface. You have Mars and Neptune in your 10th house. So you're going to be, the focus is going to be on your career this month. Mars is, wherever Mars is, that's where your energy is. Now, at some point this month, at the beginning, Venus is going to move into Aries. Chiron is going to move into Aries. Jupiter is moving into Aries this month. And they're all going to be hanging out in your 11th house at this full moon. The 11th house is the house of groups, networking, achieving a goal or a dream. So you might be getting together with a group of people or where you're trying to do something that helps others, that helps society in some way. The Chiron is the wounded healer. So you might be dealing with people that need help, that are wounded in some way, and you're helping them find themselves. You're joining with a group of people, and it's going to be an opportunity for you. I feel like it's going to be a dream come true. You're going to be doing work that you've always loved to do. And when it comes to friendship, because the 11th house is also friendship, you're going to be connecting with your soul tribe, doing work that you love, and feeling like there's more love and harmony in your life. And opportunity, because Jupiter brings opportunity. Again, Jupiter in the 11th house brings an opportunity to earn more money from the work that you do, from your career path. And Jupiter at this full moon will be at 0 degrees Aries. So it's putting you in a brand new cycle, brand new environment. But either way, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And where is Taurus? Let's see. Taurus is in your 12th house. I feel like you're going to go through some kind of psychological transformation as well. So if you've been, you might be finishing up old karma and releasing whatever baggage you need to release that's been preventing you from being successful. And then we have, at the end of the month, the new moon in Gemini, your sign. So I feel like you're going to go through a transformation through May. You're going to be dealing with, things are going to come up that you're going to deal with, and you're going to overcome some hurdles. You're going to learn things about yourself, maybe even learn new skills, drop some old baggage, and then you have an opportunity for a brand new beginning at the end of May. And that's in your first house. And this new moon is sextile Chiron in your 11th house with Mars and Jupiter. So friendships are going to be important. Networking, you're going to be dealing with groups of people that are wanting to change the world. You're going to be starting on a new project that's going to be exciting. And it's maybe something that you've never done before, but you're going to love it. Mercury goes retrograde this month, so you may have to go back and redo something that you started. Maybe rethink something. It's trining Pluto, and Pluto is also retrograding this month. It'll be retrograde until October. But you might have to renegotiate some financial situation with the 8th house. Maybe you're needing more money to achieve a goal, and you might be paying. But the other thing is you could be paying off debts, because the 8th house is also taxes and debts. So if you're making more money, maybe now you can pay off some student loans or some whatever kind of financial obligations you have. The only thing you have to watch out for around this new moon, I think it's very positive because you have Mars and Jupiter supporting you. But Venus is forming an out-of-sign square to Pluto. So there could be some struggles with power struggles around money or around dealing with people in power, people who hold the purse strings. You might have to really step up to the plate and negotiate. And you might be dealing with people that are a little bit difficult when it comes to what you want to do and the money involved. But with all this Aries energy, I think you're going to have the courage to speak up and to get your needs met. And that can only be a good thing. I feel like your career you're really going to figure out what major changes in your career and for the good. And you're going to be successful, and you might be getting involved in something that's going to bring in more money. You're learning how to communicate. You're learning how to get your needs met. So this is going to be a positive turning point in your life, and it may come up unexpectedly. It may be a sudden opportunity that just shows up. And you have to take this on, and you may struggle with your own gremlins, like, can I do this? But don't let negative self-talk get in your way. You have the talent, you have the ability, just go out there and claim it. So that's my forecast, Gemini. It looks good for you this month. I feel like you're going to be happy and feeling more secure than you have in a long time. And maybe you're going to wind up getting rid of that confusion, like not knowing what direction to go in. Because you're going to have a solid plan. You're going to have there's fresh wind coming in. You're going to be going off in a new direction, and I think you're going to be happy with it. So that's my forecast for this month. If you like the reading, if it resonated with you, please leave a comment. Click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. If you want to support my channel, that's the best way to do it. Other than that, because we're in May, you might also be having a birthday this month if you're at the beginning stages of Gemini. So happy birthday for those celebrating birthday in May. And have a successful month. You're going to love it. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.